And the streets to a player is the place to be. Got a knot in my pocket weighing at least a grand. Gold on my neck, my pistol's close at hand. I'm a self-made monster of the city streets. Remotely controlled by hard hip-hop beats. But just living in the city is a serious task. Didn't know what the cops wanted, didn't have time to ask.
Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your man D, host of the Holly Street 96 podcast. You know what I'm saying? So today is a very special episode. Today is Memorial Day weekend. We kicking it off. So we wanted to kick it off with your boys. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the whole crew here. We don't got the whole crew here, but we don't need them. I mean, we do need them, but we don't need them. They'll be in and out sporadically. But the one person we do have, man, the one person.
What up?
Shout out to
what
DJ
up,
Domino in the building.
What up? Yeah, man.
And as
Trev,
and,
what up, no?
and as like I said,
You're
What up, fellas? Sorry about the small delay,
What's going on?
Playboy. I had to do a little technical difficulty stuff with these new earbuds. Oh, Derek, look.
Oh, that's very nice right there. I like that. Right
it's very George. That's very George Ward of you.
Nice fitted, right there. Very George Ward-esque, if you will.
Right? Shout out to Pop Dukes. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah,
Like I was telling the people, Trev, people,
Hey,
how you do?
get your D and all that other
It's a
good
D.
shit.
Like I was saying, this is Memorial Day weekend, everybody, and like I said in the commercial, man, back in the day, Cash used to the biggest thing. I know we don't have much radio these days, but the biggest thing was as soon as Memorial Day hit, Friday, it was mixing all weekend. It was the radio was popping. Every DJ on the radio was working. It was mixing, and you know what I'm saying. So since we owed y'all a mix, since we owed y'all one already from the last episode, I figured, man, we talk a little bit and then get into some shenanigans.
Yeah, man. Gotta do that.
Yeah, man. And from what I've heard pre-pod, DJ Domino in rare form tonight.
Oh, he's. So I missed the pre-pod because I was trying to get my shit together, as it were. But I'm sure the ones and twos brother, among no other, is out there getting busy, hasn't he? Was you getting nasty with it?
Something, man. I'm trying to do a little something, brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm running a new little setup over here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm running it all my audio through this Yamaha audio mixer, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that it sounds a little cleaner, you know, going forward.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And just trying to, you know, try to improve the processes, man, for everybody involved. You know, for us and for the listeners, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And hey, we just got to get it going, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, baby, that's all we do is elevate each and every show. We just get better and better and fucking better and even better than the better. You know what I'm talking about? And even
That's a lot of betters.
We get better. We get better. That's
So
it.
check this out. So we got some things that we got before we get into what everybody really probably came here for. We got a couple of things to talk about. We did mention something that's kind of fairly important. It might not be important to everybody because he's not everybody's cup of tea. But give me a second here. So, like I was saying, we forgot to mention M going into the Hall of Fame this year, this induction class, along with Lionel Richie. Can't forget the brother.
Can't forget the brother.
And Lionel Richie. But I think rappers going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't care how you feel about them. I think it's dope. I think it's dope that because we don't have a rapper Hall of Fame yet. So I think hip hop artists going into the Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is really dope. One day I want to go visit it.
Yeah. Yes, I'm with it. So my personal take on it is, I think it's pretty dope just
Yeah.
because of that point that you made. We don't have a hip hop Hall of Fame just yet. So the fact that we have a place where we can rest our head until then, I think that's a dope thing. I think it's very good that we have a place, where we can
I just read your
celebrate,
message.
where we can celebrate our people in the best fashion possible. So I think it's dope.
I need somebody to call Russell, man, and tell him like he was the one doing all the stuff for us. Somebody call Russell, tell him get out of the jungles, praying and meditating, and get up on that hip hop Hall of Fame for us, please. Matter of fact, wasn't somebody trying to build that in New York?
Yeah, it should be on.
Yeah,
Surface,
so I
remember,
think
right?
I think it was Fat Joe. I think Nori talked about it on Drink Champs, doing it with Fat Joe and a couple other people. Man, I think they trying to make something shake.
Word.
I
All
think.
right, so well that's dope. Let's give a little Holly Street clap to M for going into the Hall of Fame.
Hey.
We didn't. Matter of fact, shout out to Jay. Shout out to all the rappers that went into Hall of Fame. Run DMC, Wu Tang
Cool
Clan,
J.
LL Cool J. Man,
Battle
did you just
Carry You Tell?
can you tell? I excel. They all fell.
failed.
Smoother than Chanel.
Rock
Hey man,
Bells.
listen. Can we? And you just ran into an interesting little side debate. LL, man. I don't care what y'all say. That man's the GOAT. That man. I really want LL versus Busta Rhymes in the verses. I think LL people. I think people sleeping on LL. I think he body out right up out of there.
So I mean, I don't know. LL got like hits and shit, but like he be talking nonsense, bro. Like, if you actually listen to his bars, bro. Fuck you.
Hold on. Here's talk your shit because I'm coming right off. Just throw it off the glass.
Go ahead and let me give me a second here. Give me a second here as your
Because as soon as you said that,
DJ. You know what I'm saying?
as soon as you said that, he talked nonsense. I heard it in my ears. I was like, yo,
I mean,
this
come on, man.
niggas saying some.
What is it?
He, she, blotitious, skeevy, delicious. Give me couscous, give me couscous, love me good.
What is that?
No, I'll take you one further.
What is that?
When that man started off headsprung, the first thing he said was, "They call me Big Ella." Nobody calls you that, cuz. Nobody calls you that.
Nobody calls it. Not a single.
That's the way that you want to start off your song. I got it. But let's not just give ourselves nicknames, please. Nobody calls you
Oh
that.
shit!
Everybody calls.
He said nobody calls you that.
Every single
He
person.
said,
Every person that
nobody
ever
calls
does
you that.
ever.
Every person.
Nobody
that ever
calls
lived,
you that shit, son.
Every person.
every person in the history of Everdom.
Calls you LL Cool J.
Yeah,
Or
but still
LL.
though, but some.
It's a
But
combination
for
of the
every
two.
for every nonsensical lyric he has, they got "I Need Love" or "Rock the Bells" or "I'm Bad" or "Walk Like a Panther" or "My Radio."
What's the joke that stuck in my head? It was on the Funk Master Flex, Big Cat, Ill Bomb. Ill Bomb is. See, so for every they call me Big Ellie or whatever he said, he got an Ill
call
Bomb.
me
And I'm
Big
telling
Ellie.
you, Ill Bomb, the beat was fire. He was spitting over it. I don't think there was any motherfucking chorus. He was just hitting bar after bar after bar. And I was like, yikes. Rare form status. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, for those of y'all that's watching on YouTube, when we get to cutting up and banging, y'all gotta go over to Mixcloud to see to hear the cuts, man. Y'all gotta go over to Mixcloud to hear the joints, man. Shout out to YouTube, but hey, Mixcloud is where it's at. Y'all gotta go to Mixcloud because as soon as my DJ get to talking with his hands, I'm cutting y'all off.
It's
just the way it
YouTube
goes.
followers. I am going ahead and I'm gonna put the link in the Mixcloud for y'all so y'all can go ahead and rock with us any way that you see fit. Come on over
Shout
to the
out
other side.
And what up to Mixcloud, man? Don't be afraid to if you watching us on Mixcloud right now, don't be afraid to say something in the chat. We do respond. We do engage. We do talk to y'all as well. So, like I said, but in a few minutes, man, y'all have to put the show on y'all speakers, man, for real, because we about to get busy. But you know what I'm saying? But we in the midst of the conversation, so let's keep this going. That was a hell of a conversation about LL Cool J that I did not foresee. But I just want Busta Rhymes in the verses. Yeah. I want LL in the verses. I want Jay-Z in the verses. Like, I know I'll never get it. But speaking of verses,
I think you won't get it. Hold on, because I know where you're going. But let me speak on the GOAT Hove and why you don't see him in the verses. I really don't think there are many people out there that have as solid and deep reaching a catalog as what he has. You have your two shorts that got 20, 30 albums.
16 songs, man.
You have a lot of people out there that have the albums as far as how many they got. But Hove has been in the league all by himself when it comes to just how many joints he sold out Radio City Music Hall and Madison Square Garden just doing Reasonable Doubt. And he's got album after album after that shit. And he's got collaborations. And he's got features. And he's got just throw off joints that he just, let me go ahead and do Dear Summer for you real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's a different league.
You know what? While I tell, this is my argument for everything. I only say one thing. He got a whole concert with B-sides. He did whole almost 3-hour concert with B-sides.
That's it.
And he wasn't reaching. He wasn't reaching in the bag. He was like, he did none of his number one hits. He didn't do none of his A sides. He didn't do none of. He was like, yo, I'm gonna do C, B, and C cuts. And I was like, he wasn't even reaching. It wasn't even a stretch for him. It was like, yo, it wasn't like MJ and Looney in the Looney Tunes joint. He was all right. He was comfortable.
He was in his bag, and he was. Let's also not forget, he did a whole mashup album with Linkin Park.
Man,
that was fire.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? He's out.
Can I get an encore? Is one of the best joints. Can I get an encore with
Listen,
what's that joint? Falling in my skin.
Yep, Falling. Yep.
Hey, shout out to Linkin Park, man. Y'all don't understand, man. Shout out to Linkin Park, man. If I had a rock and roll, if I had an alternative show, I'd play them on that joint. The Linkin Park was the shit. Matter of fact, we gotta have a day where we play Linkin Park on this joint, because underrated. Linkin Park, Gorillaz, they all rap. So
you know what? I'll even take it another step further. Yes, I was about to say it.
Shout out to them dudes. They was on something. But speaking of verses, like I said, last night we had Bun B versus UG. Well, it was UGK. Shout out to Pimp. But it was UGK versus 8Ball MJG. What did before I say anything?
Don't you dare tease me. Don't you dare tease me. There you go.
Never let hoe ass niggas ride.
Never.
That's all you get.
Never. Pimp be talking that shit, boy.
What was the question that you asked? Did anybody see it? Nah, I missed it.
Did anybody see? Nah, I watched that whole joint, man. That shit was flavor.
Yeah, from what I seen from everybody's comments, the joint was solid, bro. It was
up there with like Beanie Man, the Dipset versus a lot. It was up there. I ain't gonna front. It was just good music, because I think people forget that
Dipset versus a lot, because I thought we said we weren't going to talk about that anymore.
Hey,
I'm really sorry. We said we weren't going to speak on that anymore.
I never promised that.
I feel like that was the thing that we said we wasn't going to do anymore.
I never promised that. Derek, did you promise that?
Not at all.
See, I don't remember us promising that. I remember us saying.
Goddamn savages I work with.
I'm mad because I called that shit. I said it here on the pod. Lots got something for Dip.
It didn't get executed properly. The Dipset went in that just thinking that they was going to walk away with it.
Them
Nah,
niggas
they
was
wasn't
high.
high. They
Jadakiss was on the
just
warpath. Them niggas was high. Jadakiss was on the warpath.
they just didn't prep properly. That was the definition of not preparing. Because we also on this podcast said there's a lot of songs that they should have did that they just left on the table that they shouldn't have.
That's true. That's true. But
That
also
we
said
didn't get a
Locks
lot
did.
of Killer Cam joints. We missed a
Yep.
lot of stuff.
But there's also
So
a lot of Lock shit they left on the table. They ain't do none of their new shit. They ain't do that joint where they had with DMX before he passed.
yeah.
They remember they dropped that record. They dropped that Locks album the first year of the pandemic. They ain't do nothing off of
Yup.
that shit, and that was a dope ass
Yeah.
record. So
Sure was.
yeah, it would have been a good battle if Dipset had came ready. It would have been a hell of.
If
It would have
they'd
been even
prepped
better.
properly. Because we didn't get Clockwork, we didn't get the whistle song, we didn't get a
Yep.
bunch of joints. They didn't do a whole lot of shit that had me sitting here like that's like the other verses with Bone and 3 6 Mafia. How the fuck did Bone not
What'd you say-
do
what'd you say,
first of the
DJ?
month?
What's that,
I was
Domino?
saying, they left a lot of shit on the table, man, as far as songs and everything.
Yeah,
Man, did they? But I mean, A-Ball, UGK cleaned that fucking plate though. They cleaned they fucking plate. Like
So
they
who do
didn't
you think
leave
won?
shit. UGK ain't even
Word?
close. UGK ain't even close.
Word?
But see, that's the problem though. But the cuts that 8-Ball had, shit, Space Haze pimping, fucking drama, you won't. No. The joints that 8-Ball MGG had were dope. And like I said, I wrote that on Facebook yesterday. Like, shout out to my man Sam for putting me on the 8-Ball. I remember we were going to an away game. We was in JV. We were going to a away game. Me, I think it was all three of us were sitting in the back with Sam. And Sam passed me the CD. He's like, yo, check this out. And it was 8-Ball MGG. Now, I ain't know nothing about the South at the time. We in California.
right.
I put that damn thing in, and our first song I heard was Space Age Pimpin'. And I was like, this nigga is talking some shit. And ever since then, he gave me that tape. He gave me the UGK Pocket Full of Stones, and he gave me the Master P Ice Cream Man tape before there was a No Limit. And I was like, oh, the South got something to say. I was with it from that point on, because 8-Ball used to spit. Everybody thought 40 spit that pimping. 8-Ball used to spit that pimping, boy.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
man.
I got put on the 8-Ball MJG around that time too, and also UGK, and I was a fan. It still wasn't the level that I was listening to when it came to the East Coast stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
By any stretch of the imagination, but I was still up on game because it was them. It was also Outkast, so I had a fairly good Southern experience as it came to hip hop. They did their thing. I'm low key kind of mad that I missed out on that one because I figured that was going to be a good one last night. But
I thought it was coming on Saturday.
happens.
Like, I thought it was coming on this weekend. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden I got an alert. It's like, yo, you about to miss the verses. What verses? I was still at work.
what versus? Bitch, it's a versus.
Bitch. You
Bitch.
know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? I had to hit the horn. Like, y'all know it's the verses here? Is verses on?
Yeah,
But
I
you know
was
what I'm saying?
I think
Nah.
I was busy or something like that.
It was a moment. It was a moment.
Hey man, I don't know what y'all sipping on this evening, but I must do my shameless plug for my favorite beer company, Terrapin. This is a watermelon goza. It is fantastic. It's damn near refreshing.
Yeah, y'all gotta y'all gotta cut that check. Y'all hear the man?
Boy.
Cut the check.
Hey, listen, if I can get us sponsored by the good folks at Terrapin, and just keep my little my man cave fridge stocked, I'll be a happy camper. I would be.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So we got the
Domino, what's
verses
the
up.
word, man? How you doing? I think I missed the introductions and all that. For those that are just tuning in, I am your great favorite New York Yankee, Harlem resident, Harlem Wonder, aka Trev, aka retirement papers in hand from the Army.
man.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, dog.
shout out to y'all for tuning in as always. Domino, what's the good word, my boy? How you doing this
Oh,
retirement
man.
life?
It's good, man. I'm still doing the contractor thing in Point Loma. Life's pretty good with that, man. Got this new spot over here in Imperial Beach, man.
Back at the
right on
back
the
at the
beach.
scratch yard, huh?
Yeah, man. So we out there doing that, man, and just spend time with my lady, man. So we went to a concert yesterday, actually, man.
A word?
I went to a concert yesterday, man. Yeah. Check this out, though. You'll trip out when I tell you who the concert was, man.
Who?
It was. It was. It was. En Vogue.
Okay. Was it all four or just three?
Three. It was three. It was
Okay.
En Vogue. Rick Astley. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Of regained fame.
Never
thanks
gonna
to
give
TikTok.
you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you.
Hey.
Yeah.
None of
All
that
that
is any of your vocal cords.
Yeah. Rick Astley. Freaking Salt and Pepper.
Word.
And
Shit.
New Kids on the Block, bro.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, right stuff. All that shit. Yeah.
The right stuff.
Yo, peep this shit though, man. Everybody sounded great.
I believe
Everybody
it.
sounded
That's dope.
Great, man. It was cool. I mean, my lady took me to the concert and stuff like that because she came up on some tickets on everything, and at first I was like, oh man, it's freaking New Kids on the Block and this and the third, because it's that's not really my cup of tea, but overall I had a great time, man. And New Kids on the Block, man, they really shut your ass up, Trevor. I see your face. But for real though, man, everybody sounded great. Everybody put on a good performance, man. Everybody, they left it all out there, man. So you can't really ask for anything more, man. So it was definitely, a good show, man. It was definitely a good show. So I was just.
Do you think after the concert, the backstage green room area was wafting icy hot?
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah. Icy hot, biofreeze.
Tiger Bomb.
Tiger Bomb, all that, bro. They had some achy joints for sure. But
nah, that's dope though.
But they did.
You know what I think is legit? The concerts like that they're basically our old school generation, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They still get out there and get busy, man.
Yeah, they went out there doing their thing, bro. They were doing their thing.
So while we're talking about concerts, we do know of one that is coming up that I'm hyped for going to. In September, we got a concert coming to Charlotte. Wu-Tang Clan, the whole collective, and Nas.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's gonna be
Yes, sir.
That's favorable right there. That's favorable.
There's nothing that's going to stop you from going to that shit.
Right,
well, let me not
tomorrow.
say nothing. Because there's always a thing. But yes, we'll be in full attendance for that shit. I'm currently in the process of trying to find a black and gold Yankee fitted. So anybody that's out there, if y'all can find one, got New York, only fitteds. We don't do snapbacks. All new eras. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? Only new era fitteds. You know what I'm saying? Only Yankees. That's all we wear. If y'all can find one, that's black and yellow, yellow, black, anything, whatever the combination is, I'll at your boy. We can do some business. Because I'm going to be there. This is going to be one of those concerts where if you are in hip hop land like we are, and you care about this culture, and you are a follower of that, this is one of those concerts, man, that you just kind of have to be at, And to know that the Wu and Nas think about it. So here's the question: who's opening it up for who? I think Nas is going to be the opener because Wu-Tang, their set is going to be monsters. You know what I'm saying?
I actually thought
but
the
it's
reverse.
You thought Wu was going up first? It's none of them cats.
Yeah, that's too much.
I think Wu's going up first.
Well, Nas got a lot of music though too, so it's hard to say. Man.
That's
what
I'm saying.
I think Wu's going up first.
I don't know who it's going to be. I think Nas is going to go first, and Wu's going to be be the closeout.
Yeah.
Either way, I don't care who it is.
I
brother.
think Nas is
I'm
going. I think
gonna
Nas is
be
going
there.
last because he got. I think Nas is going last because he got current. He got current albums. He got current joints. Remember, he got the 2 King Diseases with Hit Boy. So I honestly
That's
think
true.
the Woo is gonna go first, but that don't mean shit. I think it's gonna be a 4-hour night, and it's gonna be Woo first.
Hey, listen,
Woo for 2
I'm
hours.
taking a
Nas
nap.
for 2 hours.
That's a lot of music, man.
I'm taking a nap.
and I'm here for all of it. We'll be in the. Hey, we'll
taking
be
a
in
nap.
the. We gonna be in the yard. We gonna lawn chairs and barbecue going on. It's
Oh
gonna be a
yeah, well,
concert.
hold on. If they let me bring my little tiny grill, we out there. If I can bring my little tiny propane baby, you know what I'm saying, my campfire.
Bring your griddle, man. Your little griddle.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Listen,
man.
I'll be trying to make some money. Hey, who want a frank? Anybody want a burger, hot dog, something, some brats? I'm out here.
Yo, be that Nathan's, bro. You feel me?
Who want one of these
You know what I'm
Nathans,
saying?
baby? Come on, come holler at me.
out there tailgating the fucking Wu-Tang party. Like, that's how you do concerts now, man. F all that young shit where you stand in the middle of everybody screaming and sweating and bouncing up and down. Nah, B, put me on the lawn. Let me enjoy the concert. Let me watch the TVs.
Yeah, I don't
Let me
have
see
that
them.
energy. I think I was talking to my cousin about that, and I was like, listen, I don't even want to be front and center like on some groupie shit. I don't need to be pushed and shoved and all of that. I just want to be able to sit back, hear the music live, be at an epic ass concert, and just kind of chill, relax, and all that. Because it's a tendency to be some hooligans down in the mosh pit area, and I don't.
Low key, man. I am still pissed off, man. Like I'd say maybe 5-6 months ago, Nas was here in San Diego at the Rady Shell. So there's like a newer venue, like right on the water, and he performed with this, like, thing with the orchestra of San Diego.
Ooh, the Nas Symphony joint.
And I had no idea it was there until after the motherfucker left. Like, so it was crazy, man. I was so mad. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm mad for you.
It's all good, man.
I'd be upset.
But it's like, I'm seeing people, that went to the concert after the fact posting the shit on Facebook. I'm like, this is bullshit, man. But
good. I hope it hurt.
Good.
I hope it burned.
It cut me
Shit
deep.
burns.
Man. It cut me deep,
That
man.
shit
But
burns in the soul.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you, though, Trevor. You know what I'm saying? I expect that from you. I expect that from you.
This is
I
friends.
mean,
this is friendship, y'all. This is friendship.
If it ain't me, then who is it, baby? That's all I can say.
You right.
If it ain't me, then who is?
This is what happens when you ain't got a bunch of bullshit going on and niggas just wish you death in your concert venue.
Hey,
choices.
listen. All I'm saying is this: our resident DJ didn't know Nasir Jones was in his AO.
Shut your ass up.
Oh.
I mean, that's like
Well,
when I was out there with you,
that's our
Dietrich,
show for the
and
evening.
we got the bat signal that the Jizzle was going to be at that spot, and the tickets was dumb low.
We bounced
Out there.
That shit was that shit was for the low. That shit was for the low. That shit was five beans, man.
Hey, Domino, them tickets was like $5-10 to go see Jizz, and he did the whole Liquid Swords album. Yo.
That's crazy right there, man. I wish.
He did the whole Liquid Swords joint. I was like, hey, Dietrich, you seeing this? Instead of the screenshot, he was like, word? I'm buying my ticket right now.
Were we on Derek's balcony when we said that shit?
Might have been, or I think we told him after we bought the tickets already. Oops.
That's typical. So, baby, if you're hearing this, when you hear me always running my mouth on these dudes, this is why.
But shout out, look,
you hear this shit?
God rest the dead. Shout out, Orbis was there.
Right,
we went there with Jeremiah. We seen a bunch of
right here. They leaving me out. They buying Jay-Z ticket for $10 and don't tell your boy. This is why.
No. I mean, listen, Jizza.
It
was Jizza.
No, Jizza. Even then,
if that was Jay-Z for fucking $5, nigga.
And they knew that I DJ for Killer Priest back in the day.
That's true.
This.
I mean, you're not.
That's true.
You're not telling lies.
I knew.
You are speaking true facts. But because you DJ for Killer Priest, how we didn't know you wasn't on the inside? Listen.
Well, I mean, exactly. But I mean,
no. But you know what?
I think
Derek,
telling me this though.
I think during that time, I don't think we was on your balcony. I think he was out to sea for that concert. I think.
I think we was at a bar. We was at his barbecue. And you came out for the California for some reason.
I did.
I don't know. I
don't remember.
But
anyway,
it's
hey,
something that's
Derek.
something that y'all would do, and Z, that's why I am the way I am with it.
Hey, Derek, do you remember when me and you was setting up that rap Olympic shit with Killer Priest
Yeah, that's
for
on
Jamar?
105. Yeah,
And that nigga turned it
Yep.
down.
Yep, he did.
Nigga, I built a whole rap Olympics in San Diego, and Killer Priest was coming to judge the shit for my brother, and that nigga said, "Nah, I don't want to audition." I was hurt. I was like, "It's just an audition. You're gonna get in. I built it for you."
Right. And
I was like, "This nigga's gonna kill." I was so hurt.
Hey, just in case he's watching, shout out to the homeboy Too Ugly. If y'all didn't see the post I put up
Hold
earlier,
on.
I got my autograph. I got my autograph vinyl from the boy. It's just, the artwork is sick on that shit, bro.
I saw you post that shit yesterday, man. That's dope, man. Real quick,
shit,
man.
yeah.
We got breaking news on the sports front. I am a Lakers fan, and the Lakers have hired the new head coach, and I don't know what to think about it yet. The new head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers is Darvin Ham.
Oh, the one-time dunk contest champion, Darvin Ham?
That Darvin Ham, yes.
Where the fuck did they find him? Hey, man, so y'all don't want no chips, huh?
Why are they running y'all team like the Knicks? Why are they running y'all team like the Knicks?
Thank you very much. Shut your
Hey, the
asses
Lakers
up.
said, "Yo, Knicks, hold my beer. I can do it better than you."
Oh, Darvin. I was a
Darvin
dunk
Ham.
champion, and that is the highest I've made it. Ham.
Oh,
I mean, hey, listen. Props to y'all, baby.
shit.
I can guarantee anybody that's in earshot that's listening to us talk about this shit right now is
Hey,
fucking their
if you-
fingers
if y'all
up on
listen, I
Google trying to
apologize
figure
for
out who the
laughing.
hell Darvin Ham is, Joe.
It's
Like
1,000
ham, like
people
sandwich ham?
Yeah, ham as in like ham and cheese sandwich, as in like fucking
As in-
Boar's
as
Head,
in-
as
As in glazed
Oscar Mayer,
spiral cut?
as in struggled Carl Buddig ham. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that Carl Buddig ham, man? You know what I'm saying? That Springfield ham that you would get at Marina Village, which is now La Costa. Y'all know what that is?
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Welcome to the taco shop. What can I get for you, Holmes? Let me get a ham torta.
It's Darvin Ham tortas.
Fuck y'all.
Jamón y queso, por favor. Hey, man. So what?
Y'all
Does that mean
actually-
LeBron
and
is
then, you know
leaving?
what? Hold on. So you know what?
I don't know what LeBron's
Y'all actually
doing, man.
announced
I
that
have
shit
no
like
idea.
y'all did something. Y'all could have had y'all the Lakers. Y'all had the pick of the litter. You could have got Mark Jackson. Y'all could have got fucking. Y'all could have pulled Jeff Van Gundy off the thing. Y'all could have had fucking what's his name? Phil Jackson sitting right in the owner's house, laid up and shit. Y'all got Darvin Ham.
There's a reason. There's a reason why they picked Darvin Ham, and I'm sure it'll come out here shortly. I mean, I'm laughing and joking about it, but all in all, if I could be real honest about it, I think it's dope that they picked somebody that wasn't any of the names that you named. That means they're willing to give somebody a chance. Now, with that said, I don't know how strong of a chance that is with Darvin Ham because he hasn't been a sportscaster. He hasn't been an assistant coach.
Yes, he has. He was
Where?
a former Bucks assistant. He was in Milwaukee.
For the Bucks?
Oh, okay. All right.
He was in Milwaukee.
Okay. How long ago?
Like this year, he's been an assistant for the last few years.
Oh, all right. So then he might have picked up some stuff, but then again, he's got to deal with egos in Los Angeles that he didn't have to deal with in Milwaukee.
Nah, see the point. That's the problem. You got LeBron, Westbrook.
Let's keep call it what it is. We know
AD.
who the egos are that we're talking about,
Right.
and by egos,
Jesus.
take that S off, and it's just one. We know what the hindrance of the Lakers were.
Number 6.
Mm-hmm. We know who it was because that was really the only thing that changed that made it a little rough for them boys up there in Tinseltown. But hey, new season, new you.
Well, that's why I keep telling you, LeBron destroys teams, man. Not because he's bad or anything like that.
It wasn't
He just- 'cause he
LeBron.
wants-
I think it was Westbrook.
No. Nah. Westbrook was the the actual piece that destroyed their chemistry and shit. But LeBron requests, think about who he had before he required Melo and Bron and Westbrook and all the cats to come through. He had some young gunners. He got rid of all of them. That's what he needs around him. He needs young gunners instead of getting like old cats to come, like, him and AD. What's my man's name? He sent off to Washington.
I think instead of fucking Westbrook, they should have got Damian Lillard out of fucking Portland.
They should.
I think that's what they should have did.
Let what's name go. They should have never let
Brandon
the
Ingram,
oldest Ball brother go.
Fucking Lonzo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
LeBron don't need the ball in his hands at this age, man.
Man.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. LeBron never wants to develop young players, so he says, "All right, I'll play with you once, then I get rid of all y'all to bring in my players." But his players cost, and so you got to give up the farm for each one of the persons that he wants. That's why I say he's a team killer, not because of him, but just because of what you got to give up to get the players that he needs. And if that shit fails,
hey, well, speaking of teams that are killing, how about the Golden State Warriors, though, huh?
Hold on, just real quick. The Lakers don't got a first round pick for years.
Can we stop talking about my team and get back to the music, man?
Nah, B, because y'all be going ham on the Knicks. Y'all be going ham on the Knicks. This is my turn.
No, the Knicks go ham on the Knicks. Knock it off.
The Knicks do go ham on the Knicks. And I said, the Lakers said, hold my beer.
I left the Knicks alone all year this year, didn't I?
You did, but you said Darvin Ham.
One time this year, Dietrich.
But you said Darvin Ham.
I didn't hit you up not one time this year about the Knickerbockers and
you
how
did.
former
You
Laker,
didn't. You didn't. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But you said Darvin
Julius
Ham.
Randle freaking imploded. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing about Julius Randle imploding.
I would trip that nigga's big ass legs. I swear to God.
I didn't say nothing about him.
But yeah,
Obi
shout out to the
ass, all that shit. So don't.
Obi Toppin. The young gunners is out there balling. They just need some. They need.
You know what's
to be
funny?
Out there instead of motherfucker.
You know what's
But
hilarious?
shout out to the
I don't have
West Conference champions.
Oh, go ahead and call them the NBA champions.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Go ahead and call them the NBA champions. They are at full fucking health. Nobody's stopping them. Yeah, nobody's stopping them, bro. They got everybody that they need. They're good. They're sitting back and they're gonna watch.
They scary.
Both Waffle Brothers, man. Fucking Donkey.
The Waffle Brothers. They call him Wardell.
You know,
I'm not using Steph no more. This nigga's name is Wardell.
Wardell and Clayton. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, them cats, and they're gonna get a whole lot of rest. Hopefully, they don't get too much to where they get from sitting around too long. Hopefully, it ain't too much, but it's enough to where they can sit back, recuperate, get a nice rub and tug every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Just sit back and watch. Because by the time either one of the teams make it, they're gonna be battered, bro. They're going for a long ass time. Yeah, a nice little rubber tug. For those that are wondering what a rubber tug is, don't wonder. Let your mind wander. You'll understand.
But you know
it'll
what?
come to you.
In this last little bit of basketball I'm talking. If the Celtics go, well, I mean, either way, I don't know. I think Miami gives them a game, but I think Celtics give them 2 or 3 games. I think the Celtics.
Yep, I think the Celtics gonna pull it out.
No,
I think it's going to be.
I mean, I think they'll come out the
Celtics.
East, but I think Celtics. If the Celtics play the Warriors, I think they can give them 2 or 3.
Nah, I think 5 games max.
I think they got 1 game. That's what I'm saying.
I think 5 games.
Celtics will win two at least 3 games.
No, I think the Celtics will win 1 game.
It'll ultimately be a done deal. It's gonna be a wrap.
I'm calling.
The Celtics play the Warriors at 7-game series.
Nah, Golden State in 5.
Because Tatum can get hot at any fucking time and take over a game.
That's only one person.
That's not Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and
Brown,
Al Horford
Marcus
out here
Smart,
fucking playing like
Marcus Smart is fall apart rabbit right now, bro. He can barely stay healthy in the series that he's playing now.
His ankle's brittle, but
that ankle's paper mache. Brittle is giving him some kind of strength, brother.
But Waffle Brother number 1 though, he rolled his ankle last night too though. So
hey, listen, he was still out there. He was still out there.
Waffle brother number 1.
drawing 2 and 3 people, and then just kicking that shit off, and everybody's hitting 3. Draymond hit a 3-pointer last night. I was like,
All right, so-
he's
But see,
barely.
that's- but I'm-
That is not your.
Like I said,
It's not your
Real quick,
job.
though. Real quick. So here's the thing, right? I want to put the the Holly Streeters out there as far as where the Waffle Brother name came from. I gotta give that shout out to real quick before that even starts. Okay, so there's a guy we went to school with. He's a class of '97, if I'm not mistaken, maybe '96. His name's Lamont Harmon, man. On Facebook goes by the wonderful name Dirk Lewinsky. He's known for getting perpetually banned and suspended from Facebook for a wide variety of things. Anyway, he named Clay and Steph the Waffle Brothers. Waffle Brother number 1 being Steph, Waffle Brother number 2 being Clay, because he said, and I quote, that their complexion is the same as an uncooked Eggo waffle. So
Damn.
So
from that
Damn.
point on, I once seen, you can't unsee. So now they're the Waffle Brothers. That's what
Hey
they
man,
are.
listen. The internet is a rough place to live, brother. The internet is savage as fuck. So when I heard Waffle Brothers, I was thinking a nice golden toasted waffle. An
No.
uncooked Eggo,
this nigga
that
said
is just
uncooked
savagery
Eggo.
at its
That is
finest.
the ugliest
All
waffle
I'm-
alive.
That's just I'm just saying what my boy Lamont Harmon, aka Dirk Lewinsky.
That is the
Yo.
ugliest waffle ever. Like an uncooked
Yeah.
Eggo, like
That
a frozen
is-
joint. It just looks
It's all
unappealing.
said-
spongy. It has
He
no.
said their complexion is the same as an uncooked waffle. That's all I'm saying. That's what he said. That's what he
Man.
said. That's what he
I
said.
see why he gets banned repeatedly,
Yeah,
bro.
that Eggo,
Yeah. He gets banned on
that frozen Eggo will
Lamont,
give you buckets though.
Ring the bell. Get him out of here. He's doing too
That
much.
frozen, you know what I'm saying? That frozen Eggo will give you bells, give you buckets. Buckets
Listen,
on buckets.
that frozen Eggo
But,
is moist from 3-point land. I hate to use the word like that, but
moist.
you don't want to see them cats getting busy. I'm telling you, they got too many weapons at Golden State. Yeah, Golden State in 5. We strayed from the music, but this is what we're doing here in Holly Street. We talk everything. We talk sports, music,
All right.
real estate, finances, shit. We talk it all, baby. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? This is what makes
All
us
right, well, check this out.
great.
Is there anything else that we want to discuss before? Is there anything else that you guys got on your mind, musically, unmusically, in your lifetime? In my lifetime, volume 1, 2, don't matter. What y'all want? If there anything y'all got on your mind that y'all wanted to talk about in front of an audience?
I
Nah, man.
want to retract my previous statement about the Kendrick album. I still want to say it's an 8,
Yes, let's get into
the
that.
8.5. I finally got to listen to it in its full entirety a few times. It's still not a bad album, but I will say my rating might stay the same on it, but I'm putting it at a higher thought process level because, as I stated, this is one of those albums that you have to listen to a few times over because he's on his deep thought pocket. So I will look at it like Good Kid, Mad City, Damn, and then Pimp a Butterfly, and then the new joint that he just dropped, Mr.
Mr. Brown
Wonderful,
and the Big
whatever it's
Steppers.
called. Yeah, that one, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Yeah. So, so that's what I think it is. He will. So if and when he does his next one, it's going to be in the mindset of Good Kid, Mad City, Damn. I think the Mr.
50 something, when he dropped
Probably,
the album.
probably, but you also know we're gonna listen to the shit anyway.
That's true.
Um,
Let
it's
me put this record on.
he's
real
on
quick.
Pimp a Butterfly and Mr. Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful. Those are the political albums. You know what I'm saying? That's where his to me that's where his
He got to
mindset
get
was.
something off his chest. You got to get something.
Yeah,
off
yeah,
his
yeah.
chest real
So
quick.
it's I think my rating is still the same, but I think I have it held a little bit higher if possible, just due to the fact of I finally been able to listen to it and digest it a little bit better. Not a bad album, but I still will say I think Cole's last album is a little bit better. just because Cole keeps his consistency of what he does with his albums versus
I
trying
agree
to
with that.
Right.
reimagine and try and reinvent himself. Cole just stays, and you know what you're getting. And Cole has elevated his
Yeah.
bars, but
I
he
agree
still
with that.
stays consistent with what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's my
Good,
take on
good.
that.
Go ahead, Domino.
No, I'll say that. I agree with. What I was saying was I'm agreeing with what you guys said, man, in regards to the Kendrick album and how it compares to J. Cole and everything. So, definitely understand.
So now, okay,
I'm-
here, let me throw this at y'all.
Right.
We know that what was the Heartbeat 5 or whatever that Kendrick dropped, not on the album,
Yeah.
but let's take
The
that
Heartbeat series.
versus the J. Cole. Take a little piece of it because that's a whole song versus what I'm about to ask. So just take a 16 or whatever out of the J. Cole, out of the Kendrick joint versus the feature that J. Cole had with Benny the Butcher, that Johnny's Caddy. Where do you stand?
Oh.
For me,
Okay.
I gotta go with Johnny's Caddy just because he got on his bully shit and he was bar for bar with who we have said on this podcast is premier hip hop group in Griselda. They're the ones that's getting busy right now. And for J. Cole to go there with them and handle business, I gotta give it to Cole. Taking nothing away from the Heartbeat or Heartbreak, whatever it is. I can't remember the name of it from Kendrick. Cole was in his body bag. Heartbreak 5, thank you. Cole was in his body bag when he did his verse with Johnny's Caddy joint. So, what say you?
Shit.
Anybody? You? Bueller?
What?
Bueller?
What?
So
What?
but
Sorry.
I had a little issue with the mic for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I was wondering.
But
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Get
Sometimes,
sputtering all over the place.
Like,
I'm kidding. So
You know
anyway,
what I'm saying? The older you get, his mic control is just crazy. But
Right, for real.
I gotta pick the I think I gotta pick the Heartbeat 5 over that J. Cole verse. Even though hold on. Even though that J. Cole verse was absolute bonkers. Like the first part of that shit, this nigga called himself the son of God. Like just like when I was born, the rainstorms, thunders and clouds. Like that nigga right there, like he was saying up. The Heartbeat, the first verse of the Heartbeat had you having to go, what the fuck this nigga just say? And I love that shit. Rewindability is my biggest for an MC. Rewindability, not because I don't understand what he said, but the metaphor was so fucking bananas. I gotta hear that shit again.
Yeah, I can respect that.
So, so that's why. I mean, that's what. And then in the more you listen to the Heartbeat 5. The more you listen to the Heartbeat 5, the more you like, especially with the video. If you look at the video with the changing faces,
the video's solid.
It goes
even
crazy.
Though he stole that concept, apparently, allegedly.
Man, yo, hey, man, thievery is the greatest form of flattery. But you know what I'm saying?
Cool. Let me get that big ass
TV that we got
at your
talking
house.
out the way. No. But now that we got the talking out the way.
No.
No. Now that we got the talking out the way, I'd like to introduce you to a man that you already know. My DJ and yours is DJ Domino. So for you cats on YouTube, bye-bye.
I'd have put the link over there. YouTube followers, y'all listening, it's time to hit that link and swing on over, man, because it's
not
about
our
to get
fault. YouTube
ugly.
don't like music. YouTube don't like music. It's not our fault. But we get busy on Holly Street. We about to get real busy.